And we're live. Sorry, Brian. I forgot I set it to public. I was going to sit here and decide if I wanted to go live or not. But since I set it to public, we will.
He's not sorry, Brian B.
Got a whopping 2 wonderful people in there. Surprised we got anybody since we didn't schedule it.
Got NJ in here. He says, "Morning, Chris. You got Art from the One Ton Fishing Club, One Tonners for Life." He says, "Oh, really?" Big Mike just dropped in, says hooks.
Art, Big Mike, NJ.
Hello, good morning.
Art wants to know carp, question mark, question mark, question mark.
Yeah, we figure if we get a couple carp, we keep it for bait.
Greg Johnson says, "Good morning."
What's up, Greg?
Good morning. Oh, I'm calling the Betrayer Business Bureau on hooks and anime.
BBB.
Yes, Big Mike. We're looking for bait.
Steve Ransom says, "Good morning."
So I mixed up the pack bait. I threw it out there, threw a couple handfuls out, threw my lines out right in the middle of it. By the time I walked back up here to sit down, there was a really big carp that jumped right where I threw all that pack bait. But we hadn't had a bite yet, so we just got to wait for him to pick up the right kernels of corn.
NJ said that it was Turtle City this morning, so I quit. Caught one small channel cat, though.
Well,
and he also says, "Good luck on the carp fishing."
And we don't do this very often, so we're rookies at it.
And I've never caught a carp, so.
Uncle Lou's in the house. He said, "Hey, where's the fish?"
In the water.
Mike Greenwell's in here. We got Bob of Bobcat Outdoors. Says, "Morning, y'all. Sorry I couldn't join you yesterday, but I spent the evening editing."
There you go.
There you go.
Uncle Jeep's in the house.
Uncle Jeep, Mike Greenwell, Bobcat, good morning. Anybody else I missed? Good morning. Traffic noise, I don't know how well you guys can hear it, but it's loud for us.
It's not bad. It's pretty faint. Uncle Lou said that's a good place for him to be.
We've caught him here before.
Oh, yeah.
He said, Bobcat said, "I got a near 50 to show y'all this week."
Nice.
Nice.
NJ says, "I caught a 2.5 pound channel 2 minutes into the stream. Next 3 hours, all turtles and turtles bites. So I said, screw it, LOL."
Yeah. Tag blasted turtles will drive you nuts. I know that. When we come to places like this and bank fish, that's usually we're plagued with turtles. When we're trying to catfish.
Turtle. What movie is that from, Chris?
What's that?
Turtle.
I have no idea.
That's from a movie. What movie is that? Master of Disguise. That's what it is.
Haven't seen it.
Art said it right there. Master of Disguise. Yeah. I hadn't seen it since I was a little kid.
It is pretty here. Well, it's pretty on camera. It's not. I mean, it's all right. But that view is pretty.
Jacob Hagan says, "Hey, Chris."
What's up, Jacob?
Dave Garcher.
Yeah, I'm not the only one.
Dave Garcher or Garchar. I call him Dave Garcher. If that's wrong, I apologize. But we're just going to stay here for an hour or two, see if we can't find us a carp or two. Once Telly catches a carp, I'm going to let her go down there and try to catch some bluegill. But I want her to be here if we get a carp on. I want her to get it.
And you got Char of Heart says, howdy y'all. Been a long time since I've been in a live stream.
Well, we're glad you made it into ours.
And
Well,
NJ wants to know what you're using for bait.
We've got pack bait, panko breadcrumbs, strawberry jello, and corn. And it came out really, really wet, so it won't stay packed on. So I'm kind of just having to put some kernels of corn on the hook, throw out the pack bait, and then throw my lines out where I threw the pack bait.
Char of Heart says, don't forget to hit that thumbs up.
Greenlow, we have not thrown a cast net here, but there's been a lot of shad hitting the top of the water this morning.
Well, they're little 1-inch shad out there. We ought to bring the boat out here one day and see if we can't net some good shad out of here.
Yeah.
We got Chris Uselton in the chat. He says, carp are so tasty.
We were just talking about that before we went live, Chris. I've heard they're delicious, but I've never tried to eat them. I know catfish like them. He was in our live stream last night.
Chris, out there where the water stops being like glass and starts to ripple a little,
Yeah.
on screen it looks like something's blurring it out because it goes from being just mirror finish to being that rippled water, and it looks like something's disturbing it.
Well, it's also where all the shade stops too. There's just a very light breeze out there. Probably it's rippling the water like that.
Greg Johnson says potato flakes would solve that pack bait being so wet.
Yeah, it would if we had some.
And Danny Stone Outdoors is in here. He says hooks is fishing for carp. It's the end of the world as we know it.
We've fished for carp before, Danny.
We have. It's not very often.
We want some of that zombie carp.
That petrified carp. Danny takes care of his bait real well, doesn't he?
Yep. Uh-oh. Kelly's getting a bite. Go, get it, get it, get it. It's hooked. Get it, just get it. It's hooked already.
Let's go, Telly.
Okay,
Fish on. Oh, Chris, turn the camera.
Hang on, we got the camera. We got to go over here.
Let's go.
I want him to let him swim that way. That's good.
Chris said, get him away from the spider webs.
Well, there's a little. Let me move you guys this way.
Everybody hit that thumbs up. Miss Telly's out here showing us carp who's boss.
How about that? Will you make her down here? I'm not doing anything.
Hey, it looks like a decent sized piece of carp right there. It's going to be some good bait.
Yoo-hoo!
Slap. About to drop him.
And for y'all in chat, if you didn't catch,
He's hooked 3 times with that little bitty hook.
really?
Yeah.
That is Miss Telly's very first carp. So
It
everybody
is.
say congratulations in the chat.
Thank you.
Fin Seeker TV says hello, everyone.
How do you hold him?
I want that hook in my finger.
No.
Miss Telly, you're gonna have to unhook that fish. He don't know what he's doing.
Shut your face up, Cody.
You're gonna buy a bunch. You got a bunch of stickers.
You're gonna have to hold it like this.
Huh? I have to hold him like that.
What? It's your carp. We won't be weighing anything because we didn't bring a scale. But that's about what I want for bait right there. 2 or 3 of those.
You want me to hold him?
Yeah.
Well, you're
Your
already holding
fish.
him.
What is that? 7 pounds?
Oh no, it's 5 at the most.
5?
Probably, yeah, about 5. You want to hold it?
No, they've already seen it.
Telly, you gotta have.
grab the camera.
She's gotta
He's
have a
going in the
picture.
cooler. Sorry if you love carp, but he's going in the cooler.
She's got to get a picture with her first carp.
Yeah.
All right, I'll get my picture. And carry the camera up here.
Art said, "No, not the cooler." But he spit in the cooler, coach.
My phone's live. Yeah, he's a fish.
Mike Greenwell said she'll hold those big, huge catfish, but she doesn't want to hold the carp. LOL.
0416.
All right, we got a picture.
Got a picture.
In the cooler. Oh, sorry.
NJ said, "I like carp. I don't want to see it killed." LOL. JK. Big Mike said the UK folks would be screaming. LOL.
In the cooler.
Danny Stone said, "Kill the carp. I want to see NJ cry."
It's in the cooler.
In the cooler.
They're doing him a favor. It's kind of hot outside today. They're just trying to help him cool off.
Yeah, he was hot. He needed some cooling.
You did.
Cooling. Well, he got a first carp.
Well, that didn't take you long, Miss Telly.
No, not at all.
7-8 minutes into the stream, you had a fish on.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
And Kelly said, "Are we using treble hooks or J hooks?"
J-hook.
They are the Gamakatsu
Circle.
carp hooks.
They're circle hooks, right?
No. Can you see it?
No, it's not focusing. I mean, we could see it.
They're tiny little hooks.
Stick your hand behind it.
There you go.
3 kernels of corn.
Yeah, 3 kernels fills the whole hook up.
was pretty fun.
We just get a big.
Steve Ransom said we're stuck at work and she's catching fish.
Oh, you have a guess. Hit the guess button.
Yeah.
NJ, they were planning on doing that, but the pack bait is totally too loose.
Who that? Who'd I just let in?
That's probably J-Dog.
Speak or you're leaving.
Hello, Freddie. Caught my first carp.
Are they not speaking?
No, I would guess it's J-Dog. You didn't put the link in publicly, so you know it's somebody you sent.
Well, that's true. That's true.
Carp for me.
Ha! Uncle Lou!
I've been
What
sitting
did
here
you-
talking.
You had yourself
You
muted.
must have been
You were
muted.
muted.
No, I was not on mute.
Oh. Well, I don't know. Huh.
But we can hear you now, buddy.
I'm sorry that I called you J-Dog. I know that's offensive. Art said he gone.
He gone already?
Uncle Lou, you still here with us? He didn't.
I don't think he's there anymore.
He didn't like me and you, Telly. He seen Chris walking away and said, "The heck with them two."
Well, now. Nope. Uh-oh, he's back. Okay. Add the stream. All I gotta do is hit add the stream, right?
Darn fat fingers.
Here we go.
Fat fingers got me.
It happens.
Look at that.
Oh, yeah.
There is now a multi-species fisherwoman.
He in a carp pay lake or?
Negative.
Oh,
No
they're actually
payload.
out in the wild open.
Yep.
Oh
It's a,
my.
it's a little public lake. We've caught carp here before. I've never caught them, but I did this morning. Wasn't sure on how to hold it. Weird. But
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, you get one 15 to 20 pounds, it's going to be fun getting it up out of the water.
That old bubble gum mouth.
yep.
There's a good way to get them so they're a little better bait, but I'll leave that off here.
Then you click this. Solo layout.
Oh, okay.
Well, it's not a skunk.
Nope.
That's a plus.
Always.
It's not a skunk. Somebody's got us echoing.
Well, we have 22 people in here, and only 21 thumbs up. Who is slacking? I want to know who's slacking. I'm coming for
Probably you.
you. No, sir. Never.
Probably Telly.
I'm not even in there. Good morning, Sandy. Art wants to know, are you going to stop on the way home to get you some Pam cooking spray?
Already got some. Actually, no, we don't, do we?
No, I think
I
you
used it
used it
yesterday
all.
when I was cooking breakfast. And
See,
was it
guys,
yesterday?
he
Wasn't
cooks
yesterday.
his own breakfast. Sometimes.
I didn't think you were supposed to use the butter stuff.
I told you have to use the original extra cranky.
Yeah.
Art said, y'all slack-a-lacking.
What?
Slack-a-lacking.
Slack-a-lacking? I'm sorry if I keep having to have you repeat it. This traffic noise is hard for me to hear you.
Yeah, there's a lot of people headed down the sidewalk.
Well, the interstate's right behind us.
Oh. What was you worried about missing your exit for then? Could have taken the ditch.
We got
Because if you
Sean
miss
in
this
here.
exit, it's like 6 miles to the next one.
Fish Flex says, hey, Chris. Hi, all.
Hello.
What's up, Fish Flex?
Morning, Fish Flex.
Mr. Chili? We should have brought coffee.
Should have.
Is that a scum on the water to the left there, Chris?
No, not really. I mean, there's a little bit out there, but not very much at all.
Shad popping.
But over there, what you're seeing is probably that reflection. There's shad popping over there, and there's a little bit of a breeze creating some ripples. What's it? Cypress Run? Is that what this is called? Cypress Run in Seymour, Indiana.
Seymour Butts.
Seymour, Indiana. Seymour.
Art said, it's okay, Chris. I know when you sit down, the camera is really far away from your ears.
I can't hear Art.
Oh. Morning, Kelly, Sandy.
Is that Kelly B?
That is Kelly B.
Just like the tug from last night?
Yep.
Bumpin' Mike. How are you doing, sir?
Mike Greenwell.
He said, Uncle Lou, how do you do?
How do you do, Uncle Lou?
Now you gonna die.
Hope not.
What's that? Boy named Sue. How do you do? Now you gonna die.
I was talking about Andy Griffith. How do you do, Mrs. Wiley?
You know, watching fishing, wishing I was fishing and not working.
Yeah, I kind of wish I was too, but I don't like that sweat rolling down my back. And
You
We're in
didn't feel
the
like
cave.
making gravy?
Swamp water.
Yeah, that little bitty hook on that carp she just caught, it hooked it in the lip. The hook went all the way through the lip and then came back and hooked in the lip again and came all the way through.
And it's not a treble hook?
No, it's just a little bitty carp J hook. If you look up the Gamakatsu carp hooks, you'll see them.
Specific hooks for carp.
Yep.
Huh.
Miss Telly's the new carp queen. She's gonna be taking on all challengers.
I've only got one, sir.
Carp
don't
and
you-
catfish, baits, tips, tricks, and techniques, said Carp Fisher today.
What's
Nice.
up, Josh? We just
Are you
caught
putting
one,
something
about
around
a
your
5
sinker?
pounder. Huh?
You put something around your sinker or something?
The
Something
pack
too.
bait. I usually pack the bait around the sinker, but when I made this pack bait this morning, it came out too wet. We're getting a bite.
too
It
wet.
came
So
out too wet and it doesn't want to stick together. So I'm just putting a couple kernels of on the hook, throwing it out, and then taking a handful of that pack bait and throwing it right out in the same spot.
MI6 is in the house. He says, morning, y'all. Liked and shared.
We just
Yeah,
had a
no
bite
zero.
on that left rod.
No zero about catching carp other than you throw a night crawler on a hook and.
We've always just used corn. A lot of times well, not a lot because we don't do it a lot, but normally when we come out here, I don't even make the pack bait. I just throw handfuls of corn out and put 2, 3, 4 kernels of corn on the hook and throw it out there.
You throw a cast net enough and let it fall to the bottom, you'll catch plenty of carp.
I'm going to go up there. Catfish and Carp Baits, Tips, Tricks, and Techniques is also here in Indiana. He's up there in the Richmond area, I believe. One of these days, I want me and Telly go up there and fish with him. I mean, carp fishing's a blast. I love catching them.
Miss
Oh, they
Sandy
fight
said
hard.
she's got a great recipe for carp pack bait.
Ours is simple. It's just panko breadcrumbs, strawberry jello, and corn.
And
As
then
long as you don't. Go ahead.
Oh, you've just got Mr. Rogers, Robin C., and Fishing for Whiskers, all that just joined the chat.
Well, welcome in. Thanks for coming in and hanging out. We've caught one small, I'm going to call it a 5-pounder. Telly's very first carp ever.
Yeah, says come on up.
Well, we'll have to work that out, Josh. I'll send you an email or something. See if we can't work out something. Go up there and learn from the best.
Yeah.
Have a great day, Bumping Mike.
Well, Mikey G at work.
Yep.
Yep. He's headed back.
Getting the bump. Same rod Telly just caught it on.
Speed bump.
Speed bump. I should probably have a little slack in those lines so they can pick it up and leave, but
I think if a guy knew how to fish them, like what you guys are doing or whatever, that lake that we fish, we'd go to the shallow end in the weeds and catch them all day long.
oh yeah. We used to, my mom and dad used to live on a private, well, it was a gravel pit at one time, and then when they got done, they sold it off, and the guy bought it. It had 2 houses on it. My mom and dad rented one of those houses, and we'd go out there, and there were mulberry trees all over that lake. Whenever those mulberries would start falling, we'd just go out there with small little hooks, bait keeper hooks, put a mulberry on it, no weight or anything, toss it up under those mulberry trees, and just let it sink real slow. And you want to talk about some fun fighting fish, man. That's a lot of fun catching those bigger carp.
Surprised you keep the small channel cats off them.
Well, we would catch them too. But usually when those mulberries are falling, those carp are all over it.
Oh,
We actually had a couple spots when I was a kid. We'd do it on the river. We'd go down on the river when the mulberries would fall. And that was even more fun because then you got them in some current. Not that we have a lot of current around here, but there was a bite on the number 1 rod.
yeah, you all kind of slay me when you talk about current.
Well, I mean, any moving water is current, so.
Yeah. Morning, Eric.
Got Fat Boy Eric in the house.
Last night when we were out there on the Ohio, and I was trying to drift, I shut the trolling motor off, and we were moving at 0.1.
Wow.
Carp and catfish baits, tricks. Says that a river or a lake?
It's a little lake at Seymour, Indiana. Cypress Run, right?
Yep.
right off the interstate, first Seymour exit.
I'll tell you chicken nugget.
We don't acknowledge those kind of comments.
Okay.
Is it spring fed or creek fed?
There's a creek. I believe there is a creek down there on that other end, but we can't see it from here. But I'm almost positive there's a creek down there. I can't see what.
Really,
You're fine.
you've not really explored that lake. You just kind of easy spot there next to you, and
Yeah, well, actually, we were looking up stuff on Google Maps one day, and I saw this. And I was like, well, that's only 20 minutes from home. Let's go check it out. We drove down here and looked at it. And we've catfished here once or twice for channels, and then we've carp fished here. I think this may be the second or third time we've tried to catch some carp here.
some decent channels in it.
I mean, we haven't caught anything over 5 pounds, but I'm sure there are. Everybody we've ever seen fishing here have been bass fishing or bluegill crappie fishing. I've never seen anyone else catfishing here. But like I said, we haven't really been here that much either. So
Yeah.
it's just a place we know we can go if we want to try to bank fish for, and it's at a decent spot to, set up. It's not a lot of weeds here. They actually mowed this right here while it's sitting. But we have came down here before, and this sidewalk right in front of us be underwater. So I guess that right there tells me it's creek fed, because it gets up that much when we get a lot of rain.
Yeah.
Not even been able to pull into the parking lot to drive.
That's
back
true.
here
That
because
over
it's been
there,
so flooded.
over there at the boat ramp, that entire parking lot and stuff's been underwater before when we came down here.
Wow. It's like a nice little lake, though.
Yeah, it's not. I mean, there's fish out there. I see them jumping.
217 Rebel Outdoors says hello, everyone.
Morning 217.
Good morning.
Robin C.
Robin
says,
C.
pretty area.
Thank you. Good morning. Thanks for joining.
Eric was calling people ugly in chat, so he got 300 seconds to think about his choice of words.
Number 2's getting a bump. Were you able to see that takedown when Telly caught that one?
Oh yeah, it was a good takedown. He's on. Just get it.
Yep. Well, she's used to the circle hooks and having to reel, but on this one, if it's hooked, it's hooked. Just a little J hook.
She did amazing.
She did awesome.
Thank you.
And the fish did awesome too, because he swam right where I wanted him to go.
He was going that direction.
That was all Miss Telly's game plan. She wanted to make sure he got away from where y'all's lines were. She didn't want him disrupting everything.
Absolutely.
That's right.
He knew where to go.
That's our story, and we're sticking to it.
Absolutely.
Never fails. If you get a net or something, you're going to catch fish.
Right?
I know. I was expecting her to hook like a 30-pounder with no net.
I mean, stranger things have happened. My very first blue was 26 pounds.
Good morning, Mr. Dale.
It's gone.
Hey.
My stain that I had on my shoe I told you guys about earlier is gone.
On the wet grass.
No, I was in the water.
Oh. Well, water
I thought maybe it was just the mud.
Yeah.
You get rid of one mud and do another.
See if it comes back when my shoe dries out.
Good morning, Dale Hayslip.
Morning, Dale. That definitely was not the one we saw jump when I first threw that pack bait out.
No, that looked a lot smaller than the one
that one that jumped after I threw that pack bait out, that looked like about a 20-pounder.
Oh,
So how often do you re-chum when you're fishing for carp?
Just, I don't know, every 30 minutes or so. I mean, all depends on how I feel. Now, if my pack bait wasn't so wet and it stuck to my sinkers or packed around my sinkers like I'd like it, then I'll just reel in every 30 minutes and repack it and throw it back out. Number one's getting bumped.
couldn't you sprinkle some dirt or something in it to suck some of that moisture? Just a little bit of dirt or grass or something?
Everything's soaking wet in here.
You know, I did suggest that.
She suggested dirt, but it's not dirt. It's mud right now.
Yep.
I should have bought 2 cans of the breadcrumbs, and I didn't. I just bought one. And if I had another can of breadcrumbs, I could have added some more and dried it up a little bit. But it might get a little better on its own just sitting there.
Robin, I wish they would clean themselves. It would be great.
Well, mine does clean itself, it seems, because it seems like as soon as my wife gets home and I get on YouTube, I'll come back into the living room and the house is clean. So I guess it cleans.
Magic. It's that YouTube genie.
Yep.
Well, she needs to be coming to my house. My dogs are worse than my kids. My dogs will drag toys all over the house and blankets and everything. It's like, good Lord.
Morning, Mike Irvin.
Right, B said, stop being cheap, Chris. It's only breadcrumbs.
I know, but I thought, well, I don't need 2 cans, so I didn't buy 2.
I'm sure Telly could have figured something out to do with the other.
Something down there keeps going back and forth. They bump on one and then bump on the other, and then the next one gets bumped.
Could have made homemade meatballs.
Oh. See, I guess you're not getting them now, Chris.
Anything and everything with Connor says, hi, everyone.
Anything with Connor says, hello, everyone.
Hello.
Good morning, Connor.
I love deer season when we have a deer because I'll do venison and pork meatballs. They are so good.
I didn't turn on subscriber only mode because I didn't schedule it. Not that I care. I mean, it just usually helps keep the porno people out.
The robots.
Yeah.
Well, you've got one on screen with you. You didn't know Uncle Lou had a second profession?
I guess I didn't know about that one.
Whatever works.
Couple more minutes, I'm going to reposition. Rebait, rebait and rechum.
Will you just grab a handful of it and throw it in?
Yeah. I mean, I pack it into a little bit of a ball, but like I said, it's so wet it doesn't want to stick together, and throw it out there and it breaks up on its own. And what doesn't break up definitely does once it hits the water.
So do you have to stand right like at the water's edge to do it? Or do you let Telly throw it?
Telly throws like a girl.
Well,
that's the one thing that I've learned, at least fishing right here, I do not have to cast out there very far. Everything we catch is up pretty close to the bank.
Hmm. Shallow lake or?
I'm not sure because we've never been out there in the boats or the kayak. I would guess it's probably an average 10-foot depth would be my guess.
Friday might be a good peninsula day.
You got Jody's thing.
Saturday night? Figure it out. Do something.
Is that in Jonesville, Chris?
Well, Seymour, but I think Jonesville's close.
That one long-worded channel was asking.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's a Seymour exit, so.
So,
Number one's he started to bend it over a little bit. Why has it got so much slack in the line?
I have no idea.
Jody, I think they're trying to catch some bait.
Good morning, Jody. Just a bait catching day because we both decided to sleep in.
Well, Telly's catching bait and Chris is trying.
On there.
Ain't got no corn on it.
Well, I mean, you can't catch it.
Got
Catch
the fake
anything.
corn on it.
Well, that's the problem.
Yeah.
Got the fake corn on it.
It's fake corn. It likes real corn. They know the difference. Just like the deer at our house. According to Chris, they know the difference between Kroger brand peanut butter and Jif peanut butter.
Of course they do.
So he's got to use the name brand peanut butter for the deer at our house.
Don't want to give them generic peanut butter.
Well, yeah, I do, because you put a big jar out.
Oh, the old peanut butter trick.
Miss Jody says she's completely out of bait. I wish I could catch a carp. I've never caught one.
I hadn't either till just a little while ago, Miss Jody.
And that hiking guy reviews says, who farted?
Probably him.
Yep, for anybody that wants to see Miss Telly catch her first carp, it's somewhere around 7-8 minutes into the live stream, and she caught a very nice carp.
Well, thank you. It was a little comical. Couldn't figure out how to hold it because I've never held one. But that's okay. Got her picked up.
Or Jody could be like the rest of them out east. Just go buy it.
She said she has somebody who's giving her a bag for Thursday.
Skull Rush, good morning.
Chicken and eel, one-stop shop.
Getting better.
What is it? Because it's just sitting.
Getting a lot better. I could probably pack it out.
Got Mike Sampson in here.
Good morning, Mike.
He throws like a girl.
That big splash is going to scare the fish away. Morning,
Christy
Christy Brown.
Brown. Good morning.
Hit it with your purse, Chris.
He said, well, dang, he's throwing it like a
Looks
girl.
like he needs some more quarters for his purse.
So.
Chrissy
Now, see that
Brown.
to me just kind of defeats the purpose of trying to catch them. You're feeding them
Yep.
and not on the hook.
It's an awful lot he threw out.
The only thing they eat out of that's the corn. Everything else just disintegrates.
Brian B said Chris
Okay.
got a new handbag.
That bait's getting a lot better. It's starting to pack now, so the next time I can probably just pack them on our sinker.
As I say, them softballs you was just throwing out there.
Huh?
He said, yeah, from the softballs you were throwing out there.
They weren't that big.
Brian B said,
Created
you
a
got
big
new
weight.
handbag?
What?
Do you have a new handbag? Because Cody said, just smack it with a purse. At least your hands will smell like Jell-O now.
I did not call you ugly, Eric. I said fat boy Eric.
Was that a carp that just come up and hit some of that stuff he just threw out there?
I think so, yeah.
Huh. Uh-oh. Jody's got the jokes this morning.
What kind of vehicle does a fish ride? A go-kart.
Super Smurf Eric, his time must be up. He's in here typing again.
For future reference, Eric, when somebody's got that little blue wrench beside their name, don't call them ugly.
Hey, one jumped.
Yep, there's another one. That one looks a little bit bigger than the one that I caught.
Well, that one must have been really confused because there's no way you threw it that far.
No, I don't have anything out that far. Well, I think the very first time I chummed, I threw them out that far. But
Thank you, Mr. Rogers.
See, I thought it looked like it was probably 6-7 pounds, but Chris said 5.
I don't think it maybe it was 6, but I don't think so. I think it was more like 5.
Oh no, we don't have a net. We don't have a scale. I mean,
Surprised he even remembered rods this morning.
Come on now.
Telly must have put them in the truck last night.
No, the boat and everything was still
No.
hooked up this morning when we got up. I haven't told Telly that I've got to use one of her Tupperware containers when we get home, clean this carp.
what?
Got to dump all the blood out of it into the Tupperware container.
Oh my Lord, you're killing me.
Well, there won't be much by the time you get home.
Yeah, it'll be almost frozen by the time we get home.
Just stand him up on his back.
Well, I put him in there that way, but he's flopped a lot since I put
Yes,
him in
he
there.
has.
So I'm sure he's not anymore.
Saturday, you can take a little ball bat or a tree branch or something when you catch them and beat the heck out of their sides.
Even after they're dead?
Well, you want to do it when you catch them.
That's all right. That sounds like cruel and unusual punishment.
Well, it is, but I don't know.
It works.
Each their
Well,
own,
I
but
know it
everybody's,
works. I've heard of it for a long time, but
I know everybody's views are different, but if you're keeping them for bait anyways.
for
Right.
that size that she caught, that's what I like. If we're going to keep some for bait, I like those smaller ones.
Yep. Beat the sides and let them bruise up, suck all that blood to their. I know, like these Asian carp here, you get them if you don't bleed them pretty much right away, you don't get much out of them. And I've noticed you do get a lot more blood if you gill them than you do if you cut the tail.
Oh yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I'd always heard about cutting the tail, and
Yeah, you seem to get a lot more up on the head area than by doing the tail.
Eric said meat tender ivy. I don't know what that means.
I don't believe Eric probably knows either.
we went down that road.
Think he might have put meat tenderizer, but that's a different spelled meat than what he puts. Actually, I have no clue.
Leave Eric alone. He grew up in Ohio. You can't help it.
That's very true.
That and he follows the cheeseheads.
Danny Stone said, I'm on the phone with J Dog making fun of carp fishers. Chris Uselton said, Tinder is a single site. So is Eric saying he's got to go meet somebody off Tinder named Ivy?
Uh-oh.
I think that's what he meant by that. He must have been telling Curtis that's where he was headed.
Well, make sure to look for an Adam's apple.
Maybe that's what he wants.
Oh.
I'll keep my opinion to myself.
Well, Eric, that explains a lot too.
Is what?
His new doll name.
Oh.
Brian B. Danny Stone said J Dog would be here, but he's busy checking his own oil. He's trying to find out if he's got any oil to spare so he can send some to Eric for his doll.
Ain't got a square to spare.
What do you mean you don't have? I only have so many squares.
One square.
At that point, if you only rather than use one square, you just got to get up and waddle to the paper towel with this.
Hey, Cody, I got something to show you, buddy.
Miss Jody said congrats to Danny Stone and Uncle Lou.
Thank you, Jody.
Look at there, Cody.
What is that? You're disgusting.
Look what it's. Oh, she put it on a different bucket. It used to be on a Do It Best bucket.
Miss Chrissy, I'm probably not going to make it. I've got vacation coming up, and then the boys' birthdays and Christmas is all three in December. So I have to kind of budget because the end of the year is the expensive time of year.
Oh, that was the doctor?
Make my schedule my appointment. But I told her I had to call her back.
When are they doing it?
I don't know. I have to call her back.
Well, I need to know because I got to be there to supervise.
Whatever.
They just scheduled her. They just scheduled her mammogram, and she won't give me the date. I got to be there to supervise that.
Date. I got to look at our work schedule.
Keep telling her not to save her money, and I'll do it.
Alvin Lewis, how's it going?
Good Lord. Chris took a carp in that bucket.
Is that Brian?
No, it's Jody.
Chris took a carp. Yeah, all you got to do is move the letters around a little bit.
Well, I know.
That's Telly's bucket. Cody loves them.
I just don't understand packing around something that you're going to poop in all the time and then pooping
It's
in
not.
it, still packing it around.
You keep thinking it's for pooping, and that's not really what it's for. I mean, yes, you can if you need to.
The need arises, and you got somewhere to go. But no.
I mean, your knees bend to sit down on that thing, bend your knees and squat behind the bush.
But if you're in the middle of a lake, how can you, or a river?
You go to the bank.
No.
Nah.
Then you have to stop fishing.
Well, this conversation, I see we're at an impasse. You are going to continue to be wrong, so I'll just let you be wrong. I'm right in the conversation.
We're not afraid to rough it.
That means pooping in a bush, not packing around a fancy little bucket. Say, ooh, look at my little turd keeper.
Well, good thing I didn't have my P-style.
Yeah.
Miss Christie said there are bags for it. You can put a little litter in it.
Exactly.
That's exactly what we do, Chrissy.
Yes, that is what we do.
And I thought these kids in high school were crazy for demanding litter boxes. I see where they're getting it from. People like Chris and Telly.
I'm going to buy him one of those lids and send it to him.
Okay.
No, don't waste your money.
And I'm going to buy his wife what I have to be able to go.
My wife does not go anywhere that there is not a bathroom accessible. She does not like the outdoors. She hates it.
It's because you don't give her a proper place to do her business. You expect her to tromp through the woods and do it. That's why.
Well, she could suck it up or stay home. All right. Let me get my phone back out. I got to time Danny Stone out. I hope he isn't a moderator.
What's Danny Stone doing?
I'm not repeating it, but he is getting timed out.
No, he's not. Not till I read it. Where is it?
Oh, he's a moderator. Take his wrench away, Chris.
What are you saying?
He says, Cody, J-Dog, and I are having a discussion. What are the pros and cons of having a huge head shaped like a peanut M&M?
They do exist. Hey, wait a minute. How long you been in there, Freddie?
Oh, I just got in here. I'm on my way to the house. I was at the store, so I figured I'd jump in real quick while I'm driving.
Put him
Oh,
on full
okay.
screen.
Huh?
Put him on full screen. Look at him.
What about me?
You clean shaven?
Rose.
He's freezing. How do I get him off full screen?
He's got cheeks. I didn't know he had cheeks.
There you go. That's better.
Uncle Lugo, bye-bye.
Where'd Uncle Lou go?
Where Uncle Lugo?
He got sick of hearing you talk about your poop canister.
Good morning, Sunfly.
So how many we caught so far? Just that one?
Just the one.
Just that one. I think our pack bait's finally getting packable. Want to see if I can pack one up and get it out there a little bit farther.
Sweet. A week and a half, Telly, right? Or 2 weeks?
I know. Yep. Oh, Uncle Lou had a phone call.
Oh, okay. Just watch
He's
the
lying.
guest.
He just didn't want to hear about the poop canister.
Anyway. And they make things that women can carry where they don't have to squat in the woods to pee either.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well,
The shiwi.
Get to one of those big poop emojis put on that bucket.
y'all are disgusting. I'll just go ahead and say it.
It's a great invention. Trust me.
Have you used one?
I don't have to use one. Thank you very much. But the wife uses it when we go hiking and stuff.
Exactly. It's perfect.
She stands right beside me. We see can get further.
Write your name.
That's right.
There you go. Don't have to be all exposed and perfect.
I'm bringing extra Purell to CatCon this year. Anything I see y'all touch, if I have to touch it, I'm making sure to sanitize after.
Well, I carry hand sanitizer with me everywhere I go anyways.
She does.
Stonefly71 said just where it depends.
Nah.
I'm gonna reel one of these in, see if I can get the pack bait to pack around the sinker. Get it out there a little bit farther.
So I take it we're bringing the boat now, Telly?
Yes.
Nice.
Absolutely. He said, I take it we're bringing the boat now? Absolutely. And I think that's a fantastic idea. Just take off one afternoon and go to that restaurant. That would be cool.
Oh, yeah. It looks yummy.
Right?
Yeah, we might have to grab Tom and Michelle and take them and treat them to a dinner with us.
Have you looked at the menu?
Nope, I don't care. I seen the picture was good enough. I'll take the picture. It had everything I love to eat on it.
That's a Bloody Mary.
Well, I was talking about the steak and the shrimp and the crab leg.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all I need.
Art, it's called the Blind Pelican Seafood House.
Yeah, Art can look it up. Maybe he'll give us a review.
Yeah,
money. He'll probably go there every day.
You said it's what, an hour, 15 hour and 20 minutes, something like that away?
All right, guys and gals, I will check back in, but I've got to get up and do a few things. Thanks for letting me come up and hang out.
We didn't forget about you, Art. All right, Cody, thank you. Yeah, he's got some things to do for a minute. That's fine. Big Slim, good morning.
So yeah, definitely we have to figure out which afternoon we want to drive down there and eat, because I definitely like to do that.
Oh, yeah. We'll figure it out.
Yeah, it ain't like we got one night. We got a couple, I believe.
We have several, like 7.
Yeah, I know, right? But we need to figure something out for Tom on this dock. Some kind of removable sling or something to help him out with these big fish.
Yep.
I know we can't mount nothing on it because it's public dock and all. But I'm sure I can figure something out that's easily like clamp on or removable, like a hoist that we could try to build up and bring out and see if Tom wants.
It's $80 for that Bloody Mary is what Art said.
Click it.
I did.
All right, so something to fit on his tow hitch on his Jeep. Okay. Well, they have deer slings that do that have a winch on them. So, let me see what I can figure out. Now, Art, he's got a regular Jeep, like a Jeep Wrangler.
They've got the SUV style.
Yeah.
Well, a Jeep is a Jeep. I think all the hitches are the same size on the Jeep. So,
I am in unless he did you, but I'll do not disturb.
yeah, they've got a pretty lightweight, like a deer hoist that you can buy. It just slides into the trailer hitch now. But I think I can probably fabricate something a little bit different than buying that. So,
I think it's a Grand Cherokee, Art.
yeah, well, that works good then, because we've got Nina's cars that there's a Cherokee Trail Hawk, so Trail Boss or whatever it is. So it's got the same hitch on it as the Grand Cherokees or the regular Cherokees. So, yeah, I can probably figure something out using her car as my mock-up. So let me see what I can figure out this week and next week, and I'll try to figure something out. You know, and like I said, the deer ones aren't that bad. They got a little bit of weight on them, but I can use some pipe here at the house and probably make one a little bit lighter weight too. What's up, Eric? Yep, me and my breaking buddy.
Hey, if I don't know if Josh from
Art's in here.
no the Catfish Carp Baits tips, tricks, and techniques. If you're still in here, do you normally fish the deeper parts or the shallow parts or both? Because right now we've got one in a little deeper water and one shallow. Now that I've got my pack bait actually packing, I was just curious whether we ought to be deep or shallow. Just curious.
Or does it matter?
And I have no idea how deep it is out there. Normally, when I see carp, I see them in the shallows. That's what I tend to keep everything shallow. But we're getting midday now, so.
Now, are you keeping any of those for our trip for bait?
Well, we've only caught one. and I did keep it, but we're going to use it Saturday.
You need to get on it.
We'll probably catch more before we come that way.
Well, like Friday's definitely going to be a bait catching day for us because we got the tournament Saturday,
Yeah.
and then we've still got whatever days we've got before we leave. We can try to get some bait together.
Oh yeah, and then I've got a couple gallons. Well, I think I got 2 or 3 full gallons full brim that
But that
I caught this past week.
that bait shop that they've got down there, it's a great bait shop. So we can, other than like bluegill and stuff, we can get whatever we need from that bait shop usually.
Will be great. Now it'll be a bonus if they've got gizzard shad there because that's my favorite bait.
I know they do really good on bluegill at the dock. And you said that Nina likes the bluegill fish, right?
Oh yes, there'll be at least 2 to 4 bait rods with us because that's what she'll do half the time.
Well, then she can try to keep us in bait.
Because everywhere we anchor up, if she can reach the bank, cast and get close to it where she can bait fish, she's going to do it. Yeah, I know Mad Cats has the frozen ones. We're probably swinging through there on our way up and pick up 2 or 3 of those bags of the big ones because I like that bait.
What was that you said?
Big old gizzard shad.
The gizzard shad, yeah.
Yeah, well, I've got Jamie K's. I can stop by Jamie K's and probably get a couple of live ones on the whip if he's got them in the tank. And Mad Cats has those huge ones that they usually got frozen. So.
There was that one we went to last time we were there where we bought some live stuff too.
Yeah, that's Jamie K Outdoors.
Jamie K's, yep, that's it. Yeah.
Yeah, I can stop by there and grab a couple, or I might just stop by Mad Cats because Art's saying they've got the live ones at Mad Cats now too.
That's something else I wouldn't mind doing while we're down there. I've never been to Mad Cats.
That's at the lower end of the states. That's probably 3 hours, 2 hours, 3 hours.
Well, then that'll be only if we got a rain out day. Then.
Yeah, I want to say it's probably at least 3 from there.
If we get a rain out day, then maybe that's something I can do. Make the drive down there.
I'm guessing it's 3 because it's 3 from my house to get to Mad Cats, and it's 6 for me to get up to town. Well, 5 to get to town, but I have to go, to the Bengals. So I would guess it's probably 2.5 to 3 hours from me.
Yeah, Art's saying he can try to catch some for us too. Plus, once we get out on the boats, we'll have our cast nets.
Yeah, we'll be good. I'm sure we'll have plenty of bait. Because I'll definitely have my can of Pam.
Never go anywhere without some chicken. Hey, we got 30 people watching us. That's awesome. It's almost noon already.
Yeah, 11:52, 11:53.
See, we've been live for an hour and 14 minutes. We'll probably give it we'll go 2 hours and then we'll probably end it. Go home and maybe Telly will make me some lunch. Right, so let me rephrase that. I'll make Telly make me some lunch.
Yeah, well, I guess you're making your own lunch.
She's down there. Art says definitely throw by the bridges, but make sure you check your fish finder and see if there's any structure so you don't lose your net.
Yeah, it'd be nice to catch some perch, some light perch too. 'Cause
Yeah, that's
they
something else. I need to study up on what we can keep and what we can't out of the nets. I'm sure Tom and Art and them will let us know, but
well, you figure I should know because I've got a North Carolina and a Virginia license.
oh yeah. I keep forgetting you got that Virginia license. We got to get ours. We need to. Matter of fact, we probably ought to do that tomorrow or today when we get back home. Go ahead and buy ours. Art says losing nets is no bueno. Danny Stone said if Kelly had heard me say that, I'd be eating carp for lunch. No, I wouldn't.
I buy that cheap Walmart brand net, so $30 a pop. I get at least a trip or two out of them before I break one usually.
Maybe we should have kind of got here a little earlier for this. Might have done a little better. It was kind of a spur of the moment thing.
I know. I actually slept in this morning, like I said I might do. I was gonna get up real hot, and it's like, nope, I'm sleeping in.
Telly and I, our alarms went off at 4, and then we both kind of looked at each other, and we both had that look like, no, go back to sleep. Yesterday wore me out. I mean, I didn't sleep well. I got up at 2:30 in the morning. Never did go back to sleep. By the time 8 o'clock rolled around, I was ready to be off the water.
But it's nice because the temperature is starting to cool off around here, so I'm loving it.
Oh yeah. I think we're gonna have like into the 40s.
I love cold nights.
Oh yeah, we do. We do too.
Well, I'm right here at the house, so let me get off here so I can get the stuff inside, get what I got to get done today done.
All righty. Well, thanks for coming up and chatting with us. Appreciate it.
Yeah, buddy. We'll talk to y'all later.
See you, Freddie.
Later.
Everybody left us. We're all alone. Have you tried using taco as bait? Asking for a friend. Uncle Jeep. Kelly gave me that confused look. Supposed to be 67 Friday. Wonder if it will affect the bite. Getting a bite on number 2. Just a little peck. He wants it. Think he's going to take it. Still biting at it. Still jiggling. Jiggle, jiggle. Find that hook, mister. Oh, it might go. Number 2. think he gave up. Them carp can be pretty finicky at times. They feel any resistance, they just kind of drop it. I guess might be a turtle down there trying to eat my corn too. I don't know how well you guys can see that, but it's definitely bobbing up and down. Brian B 102 here today, 67 tomorrow. Will that hurt at all? Oh, come on now. He had some pretty good. He had a good little bend on it then. Wingman TV. Stay home, stay home, stay home, stay home. I got a feeling number 2, something's going to get hooked up here in a second. Fish on! Yep. Did you grab the camera? There's a turtle. Need the pliers. Wow. Turtle. You have to keep that on the fire.
All right. a turtle. Is it a teenage? I think it might be Mike Angelo's cousin. Wingman, hello. Chris is releasing it. Double hook angling, hello, welcome.
It was a total. Back in the water now.
A Whopper with cheese and pickles sound good. My stomach's growling.
They were asking about these hooks earlier.
Yep.
See if we can. You see?
Hey.
Whoop.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. Guess that looked goodbye, probably. Get gone.
Should keep him in the bucket till you leave, Mr. Rogers said. Okay, Wingman. Wingman TV is a friend of John Euler's.
All right. We won't hold that against you.
Been live for an hour and a half already.
No. Doesn't seem like it's been that long.
No, it does not.
I'll tell them we're going to kill at about noon.
Okay. You know it's after 12, right?
Well, how long does it say we've been live?
Hour and a half.
Okay, so another 30 minutes.
Okay.
I'd like to get one more carp if we can. One more carpet card. Yeah, so I mix that up again. We just got to remember to give it 20 or 30 minutes.
Yeah. Say it felt like
packing
it was.
up good.
You got to put That's an awful lot, isn't it? Okay.
Not any more than a handful of corn. You gotta remember all that stuff you see that's red.
Well, I
Turns into
know
dust.
that. Yeah.
It's unusual. Get done fishing and your hands smell good.
I know, right?
Uncle Lou is awesome. I agree.
He is.
Mac fishing. We've caught one carp and a turtle.
Yep.
Double hook. 25 awesome people hanging out. We're going to give it about 28 minutes left on this live stream since we're getting into the no bite part of the day. I was wanting 2 carp to take home, but I guess we'll just have to settle for 1.
It's still possible. I seen a couple of them jump. You were messing with that turtle, so we're okay.
Dag blasted turtle. That turtle swallowed that hook all the way down, too.
He was hungry.
At least it was a box turtle, not one of those nasty old soft shells.
True.
Double hooks, reminding everybody to hit that like button. We would appreciate it if you did. See, we had a 1 fish fishing trip last night. We've got a 1 fish fishing trip going on today.
So far. 1 fish and 1 turtle.
Yeah, 1 turtle. I don't count turtles. That's a bad thing about fishing these little lakes and ponds, though. You're always going to be plagued with turtles.
I mean, we seen turtles swimming around on the river last night.
Max said he got himself a carp.
Nice.
I was hoping to catch 2 5 to 8 pound carp. That gives us quite a bit of bait going into the weekend. Now the question is, cut it up and keep it ice cold, or cut it up and freeze it? Probably freeze it. What is today?
Tuesday.
Oh yeah, we're definitely freezing. It's only Tuesday. For some reason I was thinking it was like Wednesday, Thursday.
If it was Wednesday, Thursday,
Yeah, we'd be
then
at
we're
work.
both in trouble.
We'd be at work right now. Yeah, we're definitely going to freeze it. I'll get her all cut up as soon as we get home and get her frozen. You see that?
Yeah, sure did.
They're teasing us. One of them just surfaced out there. Ooh, we're at 29%. We may not make it another 18 minutes or whatever it was. Brian's telling Mac fishing to go get him some bait. Brian, go catch some carp. You gonna go after more creek chubs? You seem to have. Yeah, well, I love creek chubs. Well, Friday morning, I'm gonna go catch creek chubs and bluegill. So we'll have them for Saturday, because I can throw them in the bucket and keep them alive. As long as I change that water out every few hours, we can keep them alive. Love, love, love some creek chubs. Yeah, I know, Bug Man. I wish you didn't live so far away from us, because I would take one or two of them carp from you every time you catch them, but probably throw a rod out for Carp Friday when I go, is what Brian said.
Well, I'm glad you got your boat all figured out now, Brian.
Ooh, Terry Stanfield says, just leaving the Ohio River, been dragging, caught 10, won 50-pound flathead. That is awesome.
That is awesome.
If they were completely iced up, yeah, they'd be all right for a day. But I mean, we just never know with our work schedule and what's going on. I mean, I wouldn't want to keep them on the ice just for more than any longer than we absolutely had to before we get them in a freezer.
We got to work the next 2 days.
Yeah, if we weren't so far away, Buggy, we'd definitely work something out. But logistically, I just don't know how well that would work, and I'd hate for you to waste a carp. And Brian says, I ain't fishing so long, I might fish for deer too. How much did it cost us for all that stuff? $4, something like that. Week is full of doctor's appointments for me. No fishing. Bug man.
We've got work and then a couple of 8 days, and we got to get packed up and get ready for this trip because we'll be working all the way up until we leave.
Yeah.
We'll be going into our long week next week, and that's it.
Don't have the starter attached to the block, so it wasn't. Oh yeah, you didn't have a proper ground. I remember that. So it cost us a little over $4 in bait. Even if we doubled that for a whole day of carp fishing, $8. Yeah, Mike, we were going to give it another 20 minutes, but I don't know if my phone's going to last that long. We caught that one carp and a turtle.
Yep. We still are bait fishing just for a little bit longer.
Dag blasted turtles. What, today's Tuesday?
Yeah.
You just told me that, didn't you?
I did.
See, I don't pay attention to you.
I know. That you don't.
Bugman says the best place to get some carp are in city parks with ponds. Yep. I mean, there's no park here, but that's basically what this is. It's public access. Mill Race would probably be a good spot. The concrete pond.
Yep.
That might be a good. There's a boat ramp over there.
We've never tried to do that there.
Yeah, I've never tried to carp fish that. Maybe we'll do that one day. We'll go over to the concrete pond, see if we can't pull some carp out of it. Christopher Comer, hello. We're back up to 30 amazing, awesome people. Hoping the phone will last 20 more minutes, and then we're going to pack it up. Really don't feel like going and digging out the charger and everything. Do we even bring it? Yeah, well, that gray bag's still in there.
Gray bag is still in there.
25%. Greenwell says the video. Oh, I got a video of Chris's face when he got the turtle coming out of. Huh?
Coming out of him.
Oh, did you see that? Take it. Take it. That might be another dag blasted turtle.
I blew one you just put back.
Better not be.
It was funny too, Brian B said.
Brian B, you don't know what you're talking about. That was my reaction to finding out Jody's tournament lasted until 6 a.m.
Well, heck, I agreed to it and be like, okay, we can do it, not even knowing what time it started.
I just assumed it was going to be one of those 10 to 2 things or something.
So.
That's all right.
Yeah. Y'all may hear me snore. Whatever.
She snores too, let me tell you.
I've been asleep and looked like a nice warm burrito one time on J-Dog's boat at night. I was warm and I was sleepy.
Bugman, Friday night when I fished for so long,
Battery was
the battery was dead and
on his SUV.
on your SUV. Oh no. Had my power pack. I don't know why I'm having such a hard time reading that.
I don't either. He said he had 2.
Oh, he had his lights plugged into the cigarette lighter.
I bet it was the turtle.
Better pack some coffee. Fishing all night is for the birds. That's what Greenwell said.
Oh, yeah.
Well, you know, we've been talking about doing it because we never have stayed out on the boat all night. It's back, whatever it is.
It's turtle.
I think it is. It's just like that other turtle bite.
This would be cool. Ooh, I get
Oh, it's
stuff.
swimming. It's swimming.
I can get stuff to make. What is that? New England clam chowder. Some homemade bread on Sunday since it's supposed to be cool out.
That would be good.
Do that Sunday.
How many we got so far, Michael Murillo? We caught one
stream
carp and one turtle.
I can
Live stream. No, we got terrible signal for live streaming at the house. We can try it, I guess.
We can try it.
Live stream some New England clam chowder.
You're not wrong, Greenwell. Make some homemade English muffin bread so we can have some amazing grilled cheese sandwiches to go along with it.
Almost chili time. Anytime's chili time, but it is really good in the colder weather.
It is. That's what I'll do. I got everything except for the potatoes and the celery, which I'll grab Friday.
Rattle trap. What's happening? 23%. Are we going to make it?
No.
15 minutes.
That is that turtle.
It's your turn anyway.
Is it?
Yeah, I caught a turtle.
It's a turtle, not a fish.
Still caught something. I'd rather see you catch them.
Why?
Yeah, but I used to love to come home after racing my dirt bike in the fall to a giant pot of chili.
Some cornbread.
I always like chili and peanut butter sandwiches.
If you like homemade cornbread, Bugman, I have a video of smoked cornbread in a cast iron skillet. It is amazing, and it goes perfect with chili.
Yep, she's right. That video making that cornbread is really good.
It's not sweet by any means.
It's definitely not sweet cornbread.
But it goes perfect with chili. Because it's got your peppers and your
I think
smoked
I'm going to
cheddar
get
cheese.
my bike out and go riding. Cheese and chili, yep.
Bugman, you don't have to. The smoky part of that cornbread is the smoked cheddar cheese you put in it. So you don't need a smoker to do it. Deer chili is good too, Dale. He's on there.
Want it?
It don't matter. Is it a turtle? Got our second carp. Yeah, I like real cornbread too. You're welcome, Bugman. I think you would really like it. Has all kinds of stuff in it. They didn't have that line. You need any help? Another carp. What do you need me to do? We don't have a net. Careful.
Here.
What? What do you want me to do?
Not bad. Somebody get up here.
What? You swallowed it.
He did. He swallowed it. There we go. Is that a common? It looks a little different to me, but I don't know my carp species all that well. Nasty little boogers, aren't they? All right, well, we caught that one just before the phone's going to go dead. It's bait now, that's right. Buffalo? I was wondering if it was buffalo. Looked like a smallmouth buffalo to me, Michael Murillo said. That's what I was thinking. I just didn't want to say it was a buffalo. I didn't know for sure. All right, well, that's 2. That's what we wanted. So we have accomplished what we set out to do. So I'm going to reel that other one in. We're going to get out of here. Buffalo, you big game hunter?
I mean,
So thank you, everybody, for coming in.
I need a buffalo.
Whatever it is, it looks good in the mouth of a blue cat, a big blue cat.
There you go.
Thank you, everybody, for hanging out with us. We greatly, greatly appreciate it. Thank you, Cody and Uncle Lou and Freddie, for coming up and chatting with us. You guys are awesome. And we will see you next time.
Absolutely. Bye, guys.